my Saggy gang, what's happening, what's crack-a-lackin', and what's poppin', baby? It's your boy Ant for CancerMoonsTarot, and I'm coming at you guys with your mid-December, 15th through the 31st, mid-month tarot reading. I hope you guys are well, and if so, let me know down in those comments down below. As always, these readings are general, so if they resonate, that's awesome, and if not, it's not your message. And if you guys want to follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and TikTok, you're more than welcome to. That is down in the description box down below. With that all being said, though, Saggy, let's go ahead and get it cracking, and let's see what we got going on for your mid-month, okay? Messages for Sagittarius here. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout mid-December, 15th through the 31st. What do we got going on for Team Saggy, please? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout mid-December, 15th through the 31st. What do we got going on? Messages for Sagittarius, please. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus throughout mid-December, 15th through the 31st. All right, Saggy, let's go ahead and get ourselves one last shuffle here, and we'll take a look and see what we got going on, man. Hopefully we got ourselves some pretty fantastic stuff. Let's take a look, all right? Sagittarius, the overall energy for you guys here is showing up as the Seven of Cups. So you can be connecting possibly here with a water sign, a Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Your current energy, we got here the Four of Pentacles. The person you're dealing with, we have here the Five of Pentacles. And the outcome that's present, we got here the World card. So you might be connecting possibly here with an Aquarius, Taurus, Scorpio, or Leo. Now looking at the energies provided for you so far, Seven of Cups and the Four of Pentacles upright. So with the Seven of Cups and the Four of Pentacles, I think right now this is about wanting to explore new options, but at the same time, kind of feeling hesitant to put yourself back out there. I feel like there is a part of you that's wanting and desiring to connect with new people, especially when it comes towards love and romance, but at the same time, it's a little scary putting yourself back out there. I feel like you are a little emotionally withdrawn, and it has a lot to do with the person you're dealing with. Taking a look at who you're dealing with here, Sag, we got here a Five of Pentacles. This is usually an energy where somebody had abandoned you, which may have caused some sort of fear of abandonment within you. So I do believe that someone here probably, they could have ghosted you, or they could have just walked away, maybe ended the connection abruptly and things of that nature. And when that did happen, that definitely made you scared to engage in future connections. So I feel like what happened here is you're kind of scarred by a certain connection of your past. Maybe it was somebody that you really genuinely loved, and unfortunately, there was some sort of abrupt ending. Nonetheless, though, you're like kind of getting this feeling mid-December to connect with somebody again. You know, you're getting that feeling to put yourself back out there and to meet new people and to fall in love all over again. You know, it's something that you're desiring, but at the same time, you get reminded of your past and you're like, I don't know. Four of Pentacles. Maybe I should just hold on and continue and stick with myself. As for the outcome that's present of Sag, we do have here the World card, and I think it's time to embrace a whole new world. I think it's time to embrace a whole new connection. I think it's time to let your past simply be and no longer allow it to dictate your present, okay? So with the Five of Pentacles here, yes, somebody here may have made you feel abandoned. Somebody here may have made you feel as if you were alone. But at the end of the day, even if somebody you truly love turns your back on you, that doesn't mean everyone that you truly love will turn your back on you, right? So I feel like you're ready to explore some options here, but you just have to allow yourself to move past the fear. So let's take a look into this reading, okay? Now, real quick, oh, well, these two cards shot out real fast. You got here Six of Cups and you got here Ten of Wands. Yeah, you're still haunted by the burdens of your past, Sag, but it's going to be up to you to choose whether to allow history to repeat itself or to have a brand new clean slate. Keep in mind, if you bring your past into your present, you are never going to allow yourself to truly fall in love. What I mean by this is that if you're constantly going into relationships worrying about somebody leaving you or worrying about it not working out, you're always going to find yourself in that same predicament. But if you go into new connections with a clean slate, not bringing your past into the present and just simply connecting with somebody, you may face a much better outcome, okay? So let's start clarifying some stuff and we'll see what we got going on. First things first, why the Seven of Cups? Why is Sagittarius getting this urge to get back out there? We have here the Two of Pentacles, and we have here the Four of Cups. I think that in the mid-month of December, you're kind of in this space where it's like, granted, things never worked out with my last relationship. For some reason, I'm feeling called to give it a chance again. I think you're kind of just getting that intuitive nudge from spirit where they're like, hey, you're about to meet somebody and maybe you should give in to this opportunity. Maybe this could be something that's good for you. So if you've been getting that intuitive nudge from your guide Sagittarius that somebody is about to come in for you, chances are that's probably happening. I do think that there is a romantic connection that's getting ready to manifest moving forward into January 2021. And I think right now the universe is trying to get you prepped. Are you going to be open and ready to receive it, or are you going to continue being shut down? So that's kind of what you have to escape here throughout the second half of the month is going to be your fears, okay? Let's clarify the Four of Pentacles here. Why is Sag's current energy the Four of Pentacles? And we have here the Nine of Wands, because you don't want to go through that same feeling again. You don't want to go through the feeling of being abandoned or the feeling of seeing somebody you love disappear. It's not something that you want to revisit. So that's why you hide your emotions. That's why you don't act on your emotions. And you continue to keep to yourself because you don't want history to repeat itself. But keep in mind, guys, the fear of history repeating itself is what allows history to repeat itself, right? You got to be open to a clean new slate in order to come into alignment with a clean new slate. And let's go ahead here and clarify the World card. Why is the World card the outcome? We have here the Strength. You're a lot stronger than you think, Sagittarius. And I think that the more that you hold back is the more of some beautiful opportunities you may be missing out on. At the end of the day, somebody may have missed an opportunity with you, but don't let that be the end of you missing all the other opportunities that you can possibly have. All right? So what I'm going to do here, Sag, is I'm going to go over the person you're dealing with, whoever this Five of Pentacles energy was. I'll take a look at how they feel towards you and what's going on with them throughout mid-December. Then I'll take a look and see how you feel towards them, what's going on with you throughout mid-December. We'll see where energies align, and then we'll see the outcome. I'll also see what's coming in for you as well, okay? Because I have a feeling there is love coming in for you here. So, in regards to who Sagittarius, as I said, I have a feeling love's coming in for you. Look what shows up, the Ace of Cups. There's love coming in for you, okay? But in regards to who Sag is dealing with, how does this person feel towards Sag? And what is going on with this individual, please, throughout the second half of December? How does the person that Sagittarius is dealing with feel towards Sagittarius? And what is going on with this individual, please, throughout December 15th through the 31st? All right, first card out, we have here Eight of Pentacles. Next card out, we have here Ten of Wands. We have here the Death card. We have here the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups, and we have here the Nine of Swords. So, looking at the individual you're dealing with right now, we have here Eight of Pentacles, and we have here the Ten of Wands. The person you're connecting with has definitely worked very hard, I feel, on a lot of other things, minus the connection that the two of you had. It almost feels to me like whoever you're dealing with was coming from the perception where they felt that a relationship was too much work for them because they had so many other things within their life that they needed to focus on. I'm kind of feeling like that's part of the reason why they may have walked away from you here, Sag. I think whoever you were connecting with felt like they had so many other responsibilities that they couldn't balance their life and a relationship as well. So you might have connected with somebody who could have been deemed a workaholic. Maybe they worked a lot. Or you could have dealt with somebody who was distracted. Maybe they had so many other things going on in their life. Maybe they were so incredibly independent that they did not know how to balance a relationship and how to make sure they're taking care of another person as well. And keep in mind, when I say taking care of you, I don't mean codependency. I mean just genuinely making time for the relationship that they had with you. So it looks to me like whoever you're dealing with, they were overwhelmed. But at the same time, priorities are different for everybody. I think you made this person a priority, Sag, but did they make you a priority? That's the thing. Kind of feels like they over-prioritized, and I think that they prioritized over you. Moving forward in this person's energy, with the Death card here to the Five of Wands, the moment they ended the connection that they had with you, they felt like they had more time to focus on other things. So whoever you were connecting with, Sag, it seems to me like their focus was never in the relationship. It was always in something else, whether it was in their work, whether it was in their friends, whether it was in their lifestyle, whether it was in another person, because who knows, maybe the person you're dealing with was, possibly being deceitful. You might know if that's your story, okay? But overall, the main reason why I see this person walked away from you is for the fact that they felt like they never had time for this connection. The truth is they just never prioritized you, And they felt like they were trying to do everything that they could, but they prioritized other things over you. And I think when they look back to the past, Nine of Swords, Six of Cups, and they reminisce about you, I don't think that they're necessarily very happy with the way that things went down. I don't think whoever you're dealing with is happy with the way that they broke up with you or the way that they walked away from you. I think, quite honestly, they know that they could have done better. They know that they could have ended things better. Yeah. So that's the energy coming through with the person you're connecting with. It's like they knew that they could have done better. But at the same time, are they going to make a change about it? Are they going to apologize for it? Are they going to try to get some sort of redemption here? Most likely not. I think whoever you're dealing with has moved forward in their own life. And once again, it's because they prioritized a lot of different things over you, unfortunately. In regards to what's going on with this individual, please, throughout the second half of December, let's take a look. We have here the Knight of Swords, the Queen of Cups, and we have here the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, it's going to be business as usual for this person. They're still continuing to work incredibly hard. And I also feel like whoever you are dealing with here, Sag, I think it's that they work so hard to the point where they avoid their own emotions. Part of me feels, Sagittarius, because I'm having this aha realization moment, part of me feels like the reason why they prioritized over you is because they didn't know how to deal with emotions. I feel like whoever you're connecting with here was so consistently invested in other things because they were avoiding the emotions that they had. Therefore, they avoid the connection that they had with you because that falls into the line of emotions. Look what we have here, Knight of Swords and Queen of Cups. And what else do we have here? Three of Pentacles. The person you're dealing with is focusing on other priorities while pushing his emotions away, or her emotions away, whoever you're connecting with, right? Interesting. So I kind of feel like that just gave me this realization of why they never prioritized the relationship the two of you had. Maybe it's because they were always running from their emotions. And with that all being said, that's something that they got to figure out. It's no longer, your job to try to help them, but that's something I guess they're going to have to figure out throughout the second half of December, moving into January. So yeah, I think that's another reason why this person may have, ended things abruptly. I think it's because they couldn't face the emotions that they had, not only just for you, but the emotional shit that they were dealing with personally. I think whoever you were connecting with was in quite a lot of emotional turmoil, but because they avoided it so much, eventually it's going to catch up to them. Let's go ahead and take a look at your side over here, Sag. How does Sagittarius feel towards the person they were dealing with? And what is going on with Sag here throughout mid-December? How does Sagittarius feel towards the person they were dealing with? And what is going on with Sag throughout mid-December, 15th through the 31st? First card out, we have here the Lovers. You were very much so in love with this individual. You were very much so connected to them. You had here Ace of Cups, you have here Knight of Cups, You loved this person and you wanted to plan a future with them. Moving forward from that, as soon as things changed, it was very difficult for you. You had here Wheel of Fortune and you had here King of Pentacles. You saw such a bright future with this person that it made you believe that this was going to be the end-all be-all. That's why I think you're so scared to be open to new connections, Sag, because you thought this person was it. You thought this was the one that you were going to marry. You thought this was the one that was going to be your forever person. You didn't expect this abrupt ending that came forth. You didn't expect to not have a future with them. And when you came to realize that you're not going to have a future with this individual, it was like, I don't know how I'm ever going to love another person again. I don't know how I'm ever going to let this person go because I really thought this was it, Moving forward from that, we have the Seven of Pentacles and we have the Empress. It took you a long time to be able to be okay with the fact that you two aren't reconciling. It took you quite a while to accept what had happened, but eventually you ended up moving on from this person. So keep in mind here, Sag, excuse me, you have moved on from the person you're dealing with, but you haven't moved on from the pain they caused you. You're able to let them go, but you're not able to let go of the fear of the same thing happening again if you meet somebody new. And that's exactly what's holding you back from finding new love. That's exactly what's holding you back from finding your forever person, is because you're holding on to someone in which things didn't work out with. Okay, let's take a look here and see what's going on with you for the second half of December. How does Sagittarius feel throughout the second half of December, please? We have here the Devil, we have here the King of Cups, and we have here the Knight of Pentacles. You know what's interesting, Sag? This reading is incredibly similar to Cancer's reading, and I just did Cancer's reading before this, so if you guys want to watch the Cancer reading for the second half of December, definitely feel free to as well, because the energies here are pretty similar. But taking a look at here, in regards to what's going on with you, we have the Devil and the King of Cups. This is about learning to let go of your attachments. I think that in the second half of December, what you're trying to do is you're trying to no longer be attached to the fear that came from this relationship ending. Because remember, the moment this connection ended, it kind of made you fearful of ever investing in another person again, right? It made you scared that somebody here, like if you met somebody new, that they were going to abandon you again. You felt like history was going to repeat itself. So what you're doing here in the second half of December is you're trying very hard to let go of that attachment to history repeating itself. You're trying to remain grounded. You're trying to, do it day by day, but that's what you're still having a difficulty with. So like the overall premise of this reading is really breaking free from the fear of history repeating itself, really breaking free from letting your past haunt you and allowing yourself to embrace new connections with a brand new clean slate. That's essentially what this reading is about. Okay, let's go ahead and see where energies are aligning between Sag and this person. Two of Wands, Five of Swords, and then of course we have here Three of Cups and the Page of Swords. Yeah, the person you're connecting with obviously is hesitant to reconcile with you, and for a while you've been confused on whether or not to resist this connection, but ultimately, like I've said, you've moved on. So let's go ahead and get the outcome here, because you and this person are kind of irrelevant to what's going on for your second half. So the outcome between Sag and this person of their past is going to be the Hangman. It's a draw. I don't see the two of you coming together. It is stagnant. The cycle is closed. I don't see a reconciliation happening. So Sagittarius, the reason why we went over this in the first place was so that I can get a deeper insight to what happened in your past, so I could see what's blocking you from, honestly, getting new love in your future. And what's essentially blocking you here is you worrying that you're going to fall in love with somebody again, plan a future with them, and then have them walk away from you all over again and get incredibly heartbroken. You're scared of that process repeating. But here's something I want to talk about. Remember that heartbreak is essential. And the reason why heartbreak is essential is because it guides you to the next person on your path. So if you are still dating somebody in the 8th grade, I always have this little comment, like for example, throw back to dating little Timmy in the 8th grade. All right, do you still want to be dating little Timmy now? Probably not. So you had to get your heart broken by little Timmy to meet all the rest of these people. Okay, so heartbreak, essentially, even though it may hurt, it guides you, steers you, directs, and navigates you to the person you're supposed to be with next. And remember, every connection is either a lesson or a blessing. So we're going to learn something from each connection we explore and endure, okay? So heartbreak's essential. Even heartbreak in this situation, Sagittarius, was essential for you to learn whatever you needed to learn about this connection, for them to learn what they needed to learn about themselves, and for you to grow and move forward. Okay? So don't allow this fear of being abandoned again to hold you back from embracing new connections, because heartbreak is there to guide you to who comes next, okay? Now let's take a look and see what's coming in for Sagittarius here if they release that fear that's holding them back. We have here the Seven of Wands, the Three of Wands, the Ten of Swords, and then the Judgment card. Exactly. If you allow yourself to unblock the fear of what comes next, if you allow yourself to not worry about being closed off, but instead to be open, you shall receive a chance with someone here. The Judgment card, a commitment, the Hierophant, okay? Knight of Wands, a new person coming in. High Priestess, this individual being revealed to you. The Moon card, gathering emotions and having a connection with this person, okay? And the Hermit, recognizing that the only way you can have new love is if you are going to be open and ready to receive it. There we go, baby. So remember, earlier, that Ace of Cups fell out. I told you, I think new love's coming in for you, but the only way new love is going to come in for you is if you're going to be open to it. If you let life, or if you let your past continue to let you live in fear, you're not going to receive the Ace of Cups, because you're always going to be pushing love away, because you're going to be scared of having love. But if you allow yourself to love fearlessly and to be loved fearlessly, you're going to be able to be open to new connections. You're going to be able to find yourself a new lover. You're going to be able to connect with new people. So Sag, I feel like new love's coming in for you. I feel like in the second half of December, you are desiring a new connection. You are desiring to fall in love again and to meet somebody and to connect with somebody. Don't let your past hold you back. Go into every new connection with a clean slate. Expect nothing of them. Expect nothing of the connection. Just go with the flow. Have fun with that person and see what happens. Don't expect a future. Just go with the flow day by day. Have fun with the individual that you're soon going to meet and enjoy it, okay? Because that's how love ends up being manifested. You go with the flow. You don't worry about nothing. You just have fun. You be in the moment, okay? So Sag, don't let this fear hold you back, okay? If the fear of being abandoned or if the fear of losing somebody you love, incredibly much so, continues to happen, you know, how are you going to let yourself fall in love ever again? You know, those are things you got to think about. So with that all being said, Sagittarius, I think you've done a lot of healing. You know, you've healed from this past connection here, but what you haven't healed from was the pain and the effect it had on you. You were able to let this person go, but you weren't able to let go that pain of abandonment. Focus on healing that. Focus on recognizing that just because they may have walked away from you, it's not that you missed an opportunity with them, Sag. They missed an opportunity with you. Continue to acknowledge your worth. Continue to recognize that you are worthy of a beautiful and amazing person who's going to love you unconditionally, okay? Even though this individual might have not, that doesn't mean that your next partner won't. So continue to put yourself out there, continue to love fearlessly, continue to embrace love fearlessly, and allow yourself to continue healing that fear of abandonment. Because you know what? As I always say, rejection's God's protection. If somebody gets directed out of your life, that's because somebody much better was meant to come in. So there was a reason why your ex over here was meant to walk out of your life. That's because someone new is meant to step in that door for you, okay? All right, my Sagittarius gang, much love to you guys. Thank you all so much for coming out. It is greatly appreciated. Of course, if this message resonates, please let me know down in the comments down below. If this is not your story, no worries there. Messages can't resonate to everyone out here, so if it's not your message, no worries. There will be a lot more readings in the future for you to possibly resonate and connect with. Also, as I mentioned previously, if you want, definitely feel free to check out the Cancerian mid-month. It was definitely very similar to this, so maybe you'll find more insight in the Cancer mid-month, and maybe you're a Sag with Cancer in your chart, so if so, definitely feel free to give that one a check out too, okay? But much love, my Sagittarius gang. Have an awesome and amazing rest of your December 2020, guys, and I will see you all in January 2021. Take care, guys, and have yourselves a good one. Peace.